Hi there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us in this class today. Today, I want to tell you how to make luxury lock wigs and build a 10K per month home business with it, even if you have no salon experience. Now, the beautiful thing about this course is that you can practice it with little or no experience at all. Even if you've never touched a mannequin head before, and I mean it, you can learn how to make luxury lock wigs from scratch. And that's what I'm about to teach you today. I know you've probably seen one or two videos saying they want to show you how to make lock wigs, but this one is different. You have not seen this before. And if you stay till the end of this video, I have a free gift for you worth $150. Now you can hold me to my word. By the end of this training, what are you going to take away? First, you're going to know how to make professional luxury lock wigs. You're going to know how to sell them for at least $500 and beyond. And you're going to know how to do this without salon experience and without expensive equipment. Would you like to go from I don't even know where to start to wow, I just made a flawless lock wig I can sell for $500 in less than 30 days? Now, there's no gatekeeping here, I promise you. This is just a proven step-by-step system I created for you so you can bypass all the hurdles I went through. Who is this training for? This training is for stay-at-home moms that are looking for flexible yet rewarding income. This training is for salon owners or wig makers who are looking to add an extra offering. This training is for lock enthusiasts who want to skip long wigs to grow their own locks. This training is for anyone that is looking for a flexible side hustle they can do from the comfort of their own homes. This training is for you if you love working with your hands and you want to turn that skill into steady cash. Now, let me tell you a bit about myself. My name is Chide Baba. My full name is Ojo Chide, but nobody calls me that. Everyone calls me Chide. It's easy to pronounce. And I started out selling braid wigs on Etsy in 2019. My first request for a natural looking lock wig was from a client from Sweden. Before then, I had been making lock wigs, as you can see, the one I was wearing here in 2020 or so thereabouts. I made this. That was about my first lock wig. It had bulky roots. I used to wrap the roots around and then sew it down with a needle and thread. And you can see I made this with a closure. It was not a full lace wig, and so it could not look natural. At the back, I would take individual strands of the lock extensions and sew them onto the black mesh cap. And so this sweet lady from Sweden came on my website and said, I like the fact that you make lock wigs, but can you make something more natural looking for me? I want it to look like locks growing out of my scalp. And then I kept trying. I kept trying because the locks I was making had bulky roots. I kept looking for tutorials. I couldn't find any. I didn't know the right method to use, and it took me months of trying and failing. And she was very patient. She waited for me to get it right. And when I finally did, and this was the result, this was the first natural looking lock wig I made. And when she saw it, she said, wow, yes, this is it. But this was synthetic hair because I was still trying, and through the whole learning curve, I didn't want to spend money on expensive hair. So I was using synthetic hair to practice. And she said, yes, now that you've gotten it right, can we do human hair now? And that is how the journey into human hair lock wigs started. So you can see the transformation. This is how I started with the picture on the left, and then this is how we are now, and even better than this picture on the right. Now, I not only make flawless lock wigs, I've trained my staff to do so, and I'm also here to show you Now, this is just a tip of the iceberg of some of the lock wigs we've been able to create. Now, this is my Etsy store. This is the one to the left, Zuma Wigs. It's the first Etsy store that I opened. I had over 3,500 sales, but I had to shut this store down because it was a standalone PayPal store. It could only accept PayPal payments, and I needed a store that could accept both card payments, Etsy payments, and all. So I had to open this second store, Super Week store, which is the one to the right. And you can see I've made over 530 sales and with a store rating, a star rating of 4.7. Now, I formulated a three-step process to achieving your luxury lock wigs. The first step, you need to pre-part the hair and create sections. It helps you get even parts. You don't just start creating your wig and you start locking your hair. You need to create your sections. You need to use a dreadlock crochet to lock the piece before attaching the lock extensions. You do not wrap, you do not braid the piece, or else you will not get a natural look. And then when attaching your lock extension to the base, you start just at the point where your locking ended. After you have locked the base, at that point where you ended the locking, that is where you start adding your lock extensions. You don't add your lock extensions right at the roots of the hair. Now, instead of telling you, let me quickly show you my trusted and proven method of doing this. You're going to learn right now how you can create lock wigs that grow right out, that look like they're growing right out of the scalp.
Make, which was the same mistake I used to make initially, was to braid the hair first, the hair on the full lace unit, braid it down, and then afterwards start to wrap it around, get loose hair and wrap it around the base where you braided, and at the end you have something bulky. Now the right way to do it is to lock the base of the hair first. Get your lock extension and place it just after the point where your locking ended, and then you start to lock. So you're not going to extend your lock extension to the base of the full lace wig. As you lock, you rotate slightly, rotating in one direction. So if you choose to rotate to your left, continue with your left all through. If you are rotating to your right, continue to your right all through. So we started with our right. Okay, so you keep locking. As you are locking your, remember we started our rotation to the right, so we're going to continue that way. So take note of the way I'm holding my crochet hook. This is what you're going to get. This is the end result. You see the smooth transition and it looks so natural. Now if you continue this way, I can assure you you're going to come out with something so beautiful as this.
Once you learn this technique I just showed you, everything else flows naturally. And this is just one small part of the process. Now, inside my course, I'm going to show you step by step how to create a full luxury wig from start to finish, even if you've never touched a wig before. Why should you trust me? Well, don't just listen to me, listen to what my clients have to say about their wigs. create these wigs and start making money from them. You don't need any salon experience. You don't need years of practice. You don't need any special equipment. All you need are the right foundation. You need your wig caps, tools, and materials. You need a crochet blueprint, which is the blueprint I'm offering you. And you also learn how to style and finish your wigs. Now you have two options going on from here. You can keep struggling on YouTube, trying and failing, learning and failing, or you can follow my proven system that I've been able to use to make flawless lock wigs and build an income.